The stocky kid from Western Australia, on a wing and a prayer, invited to the club, not even drafted, hopes to make the list, does, has a sensational few years, wins a Brownlow medal. I mean, that is unbelievable.
I wasn't an exceptional junior at all, and I've probably been told I wasn't really physically, maybe mentally ready as an 18-year-old, so I just wanted an opportunity, and Melbourne provided that.
My first impressions of Shane Woewodin when he came over was not much, really. Just looked like a typical Western Australian, a little bit bronzed, very serious about his footy and his training, I will say that. But, you know, I didn't think much. Didn't think he was much of a threat.
I started in a different role in the first 2 weeks of the year, thrust into a midfield role in round 3 because of injury. My goal was never to become the best player in the team. I just wanted to be able to do what I could to be a player within a 22. Nutrition was my big thing and where I wanted to take my game to another level.
I've never seen a more prepared professional player than Wowie in that year. He was going to the nth degree with absolutely everything, to the point of us actually ostracising himself from the group. He was just being annoying. We're like, come on mate, just be here with us now. Stop weighing your food while we're out for lunch. It's interesting that year, 2000, I mean, we had a great year at the Melbourne Football Club, and while being in the middle of the ground, he had a solid year too. So we sort of thought that he'd figure up there. I don't think any of us thought that he'd win the Brownlow medal, which was a phenomenal hill to climb.
But when you had West, McLeod, Koutafidis, Voss, Buckley, all his favourites, knowing they had all wonderful years, yeah, nerves are there, but I was never in the running. My focus was on the grand final 5 days' time. A few rounds to go, it was all getting pretty tight, and knowing that my last 2 or 3 games were going to be possible votes, I was still in the hunt. So that was exciting. And on reflection, you don't think of it on the night, but all the cameras start panning around the table, you know, with 2 or 3 rounds to go. So you start to think, oh, actually might be a shot here.
Melbourne, S. Powell, 1 vote. Melbourne, S. Woewodin, 2 votes. And therefore I have much pleasure in declaring Shane Woewodin is the winner of the 2000 Brownlow medal.
When Wowie won the Brownlow medal, that moment where you see him do this one, we were all doing the same collectively from our lounge, and we were all together, the boys, and we still couldn't believe it at the end that he'd won the Brownlow medal. It had a lot to do with, I think, the blonde hair, a little bit less about his football, but certainly the blonde hair got him a few extra votes.
I'd have to say definitely most nervous week, and you know, leading up to those last few rounds, the old sweaty palms were coming, and West was holding the tail. So yeah, it's a great honour to win this, and a huge privilege, and you know, commiserations to Westy and and the rest of the players who've come in. But yeah, such a great honour.
Yeah, to be etched in history as part of the club is the moment I cherish a hell of a lot, and I'll reflect heavily with the family in the years to come.
To all the people that said that, well, we shouldn't have won the Brownlow that year, and there were others, I'll give him that one, because he worked his quite off that year and got a Brownlow out of it, and he'll forever be a Brownlow medalist. And again, that one to whoever says it.